The Fourth World War has begun, by Subcomandante Marcos. Piece number 1. The concentration of wealth and the distribution of poverty. Figure 1 is constructed by drawing a sign for money. In the history of humanity, a variety of models have fought it out over the erection of absurdities as the distinguishing features of world order. Neoliberalism will have pride of place when it comes to the prize giving, because in its distribution of wealth, all it achieves is a twofold absurdity of accumulation. An accumulation of wealth for the few, and an accumulation of poverty for millions of others. Injustice and equality are the distinguishing traits of today's world. The Earth has 5 billion human inhabitants. Of these, only 500 million live comfortably. The remaining 4.5 billion endure lives of poverty. The rich make up for their numerical minority by their ownership of billions of dollars. The total wealth owned by 358 richest people in the world, the dollar billionaires, is greater than the annual income of almost half the world's poorest inhabitants. In other words, about 2.6 billion people. The progress of the major transnational companies does not necessarily involve the advance of the countries of the developed world. On the contrary, the richer these giant companies become, the more poverty there is in the so-called wealthy countries. The gap between rich and poor is enormous. Far from decreasing, social inequalities are growing. This monetary sign that you have drawn represents the symbol of world economic power. Now color it dollar green. Ignore the sickening stench. This smell of dung, mire, and blood are the smells of its birthing.